And like that, what's happening, beautiful human? We are live, and I am grateful to be here. Got my bulletproof coffee, and we are rocking and rolling on a Friday at 10:06 a.m. So much happening here at inHarmony. Thank you for your patience in this weekly update. I love going live. I've been going live every week, just about for 4 years this past September. It's one of my favorite parts of my day and my week because I get to recap all the things that we're working on, share with all the things that we're working on. By the way, it's kind of the tip of the iceberg. This is just the high level. Here's what you need to know in a quick, downloadable, easy to watch, fully captioned. By the way, if you read below, you will see on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and on those three, we actually have the entire captions written out with notes, so you can see it and read it. On X, just gets our title and kind of a very, very short summary, and then you got to watch the video. But hopefully, this is something that you are tapping into and watching. I know so many of you are, and I am so grateful as well. Black Friday and Cyber Monday has launched. It's Friday, October 17th. On Saturday, October 11th, we launched our Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale. Why? Why did we do that, Craig? It's because so many of you were calling and asking what we're doing for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And I put out a pretty detailed video. There's one that's going to be in this newsletter if that's how you're watching this video. And it just seems like it's earlier and earlier. And look, I love a good deal. I don't sell on price. We don't discount our brand. We are very confident in the amount of value that we are offering you. We are already the lowest price and the highest quality manufacturer in the industry, as far as I'm concerned. I keep my finger on the pulse, and I know nobody has the music depth that we have. Nobody has the music maker, Anthony Weiss, that we have. Nobody has the technology and the manufacturing partners that we do, the capabilities or the capacity. As we drift into what's in stock, you will see on our website that we are abundantly in stock right now, which basically means that anything that's in stock ships within 2 business days. We'll talk about that in detail in just a little bit. First, let's talk about Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Same thing we did last year, only this time we're running it for a month and a half, almost 2 months. And that is a free set of headphones with any vibroacoustic product. Now, there's a few caveats that I want you to know about. First of all, this year, different from last year, we are including it on the inHarmony meditation cushion. All vibroacoustic inHarmony meditation cushions will come with a pair of headphones. That's new. That's awesome. It's a tremendous value. Please take advantage of it. In addition, it is automated through our website. I don't love the plugin that we're using, but it does work. And you will see in the bottom right corner of the site, you will see a message that pops up that reminds you that, hey, Black Friday, Cyber Monday is happening now. You'll see it in our banner ads. You'll see it in the videos. There's more content that's coming talking about it to make sure we can get the message out. But regardless of that, even if you didn't know it was happening, when you get on our site, you will know that it's happening. By the way, it's not something you need to opt in for. It's not something that you need to mention or ask about. It happens automatically. So when you put an inHarmony Sound Lounge 1 into your cart, the automatic trigger will also put in a set of headphones. And when you check out, a discount code gets applied that takes that price down to 0. Here's what you need to know specifically for our affiliates. So first of all, as a customer, let me finish that. Everybody gets this. Everybody gets this offer. Everybody gets this deal. Even if there's a glitch or even if something doesn't work correctly on the site, and I'll talk about some caveats here with affiliate codes, we will still go back and make sure that you get this offer. Everyone gets this offer. So if you paid for headphones, we will give you a refund for the headphone price, as many headphones are in your cart. If you didn't get it, we will go back post-purchase and we will add them to your cart. I think this is really important. It's a high level of integrity that we operate with, a high level of transparency that we operate with as well. And I think it's really important to note that everybody gets this deal. Just because you didn't opt in or you think you missed something or a glitch happened doesn't mean you're not getting it. Everybody gets this deal and this offer. Second, if you are an affiliate or if you are a customer that is buying through an affiliate, take that affiliate discount. That 5% discount is the deepest discount that we offer. Use it. Once you have that in the cart, it's no longer going to discount the headphones to $0. The 2 codes interact with each other. And unfortunately, one will cancel each other out, and it will give you the first code, which will probably be the affiliate code. Use that code. If you don't want to pay for them and get refunded, that's fine. Just delete them from your cart, and we will add them at no charge post-purchase. If you do check out with it in your cart and you do pay for it, we will give you a refund, just like before anybody else. If you're an affiliate, make sure you're staying in touch with your customer. Make sure you understand when they place their order, and make sure you're reaching out to me. If they use the Black Friday Cyber Monday code, it won't tag to your account if the code is the way that they're tagging to your account. If they're using a cookie, it will obviously work still, but we will make sure that you get credited for that sale. Every sale that you refer to us, as long as you're active in our affiliate program, you will get paid on, and we will take care of you. Again, high levels of integrity, really important that you're out there talking about our products, representing us in the field. We will always make sure that you are taken care of, always. So important to note, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I'm going to say this over and over again because it's just that time of year. So you're going to hear me talking about this on my lives, and you'll see some videos that go out on this as well. Let's get to these updates. Container 6 delivered to our warehouse on Monday of last week, actually. All inventory is received. Last week, you heard in my live that the Sound Lounge 1 inventory numbers were not updated. They are now, as of just before this live, 39 inHarmony Sound Lounge 1s in stock. Over 100 inHarmony Sound Lounge 3s in stock. I think 113 as I checked last. 80 plus of the Practitioner 2. The massage table are down to 12, but we have a container coming here towards the end of October that's going to replenish another 20 massage tables. And guys, I got to tell you, I am a little nervous that we're going to run out of inventory in November, believe it or not. So there is a level of interest. If you want this to ship by holiday, if you want this to be received by Halloween, by Halloween, it would be great. By Thanksgiving, or better yet, by Christmas, make sure you're getting those orders in sooner than later. We do ship first order in, first order out. And with all the inventory that we have, I always get nervous around this time of year. Order volume increases so exponentially that if this is something that you're interested in, I do recommend you hopping on board and placing that order as soon as possible. If you want us to hold your order, we can do that. Once you place your order, our inventory software and Shopify pulls that out of availability. So it basically puts it on hold in our warehouse. All you have to do is email us, and do it quickly because we ship quick, but shoot us a quick email and ask us to put a hold on that, and we absolutely can do that for you. Red lights come back into stock in 5 days. Monday, I think, or Tuesday is the 21st, and that's when we're supposed to receive our container with all of our red lights. So many of you have pre-orders in place. Those will ship automatically and right away. I'm so excited for you all to receive these products. These red lights are absolutely amazing. I sit in front of a red light as often as possible, especially when I'm indoors for a variety of different reasons. And if you're spending less than 50%, really, if you're spending less than 85% of your day indoors, which by the way is every single one of us, you really need access to a red light so that you can activate the mitochondrial energy, work on, there's just so many efficiencies that exposure to red light helps with over the course of the day. So I'm so excited about this product. It's high quality, it's beautifully built, and a lot of intention went into the wavelengths that we chose, the capabilities of the light as far as pulsation ratios. To say I'm excited about this red light product is an understatement, and you'll see a lot more videos coming out on that front as well. Container 7 is loaded on a vessel. It arrives October 31st. 50 more Sound Lounge 1s, 40 Sound Lounge 3s, 32 more Practitioner 2s, and 20 more massage tables are already loaded and on the way. To say I'm very excited about where we are with inventory right now is an understatement, and I'm just real excited as we position ourselves going into fourth quarter and how we can serve the market, and more importantly, how many people can get access to what we're doing. There are way too many competitors in the industry that are not prepared to ship, that you're placing an order, they're making it, and it's delayed. The only product that happens with us as of right now is the zero gravity chair, and all of the product inventory and supply chain is already at our factory. We literally just assemble the colorways that you want, because you can either get light wood or dark wood or camel or pebble, right? We have all these different cushion colors. So it just takes us a little bit of time to configure that. And shipping is different for the zero gravity. It ships on a pallet that's 4x8. It ships fully assembled. It is a carrier that's delivering it, not FedEx. So we do scheduled delivery. So it's a slightly different product, slightly different investment as well. So there's some really good stuff that's happening there. Okay, Let's get into inHarmony Media. 243 music meditations. We just released Forgiveness. Anthony and I just did a live yesterday where I really went in depth talking about my experience with forgiveness. This is a powerful music meditation. Dare I say, we continue to wow me with the music that we're coming out with. A huge shout out to Anthony, his capabilities, his growth in this space, and our ability to continue to hit it out of the park. From my perspective, like a kid in a candy store, I'm running to the sound lounge to try our newest music meditations, and Forgiveness delivered big time. It's 44 minutes. It takes you on a journey, creating a space for you to forgive. And the intention that I set for my music meditation experience was, who do I need to forgive? That was the question that I had. And for me, for 44 minutes, the message in the download that I got was myself. Forgive yourself, being too hard on yourself, ease and grace for yourself. And it was a very powerful and emotional experience. I highly recommend Forgiveness. We do have shorter versions coming. There's an 11-minute version and a 22-minute version coming for those of you that are using us in clinic and are obviously charging for sessions. Those 11-minute and 22-minute are really the sweet spot, even 33 minutes as well. So please, please, please take a look at Forgiveness. I cannot tell you enough good things about this music meditation. And we got a lot of newness coming down the pike. We finally have collaborations with Suelo coming, who's a very talented DJ and music producer. His 3 music meditations are ready. We have our Vision Espresso First Sip that is ready. And Anthony and I are working on a tuning music meditation. So a music meditation that you can use when you first set up your hardware or reset up your hardware to make sure you're tuning the levels of volume and knobs for that optimal experience. While we're on that front and we're talking about the inHarmony Music Meditations app, I want to make a note because I want to talk about this in future posts in greater detail as well, and that is Unity level. So some things have been changing on how we're advising you to listen to and set the volume on the device. So if you've been using our technology for any length of time, the suggestion is to make sure the music meditation is downloaded in the top right corner. That's this little down arrow. If you see a down arrow, that means this music meditation is not downloaded. And you simply need to push that button. You get that download circle, that status circle that shows you it's being downloaded. And then you see a garbage can that it is downloaded. Now, if you want to remove that from your library, you can hit that garbage can again, and it will tell you delete post, and you can confirm, and then it will delete the post, and you'll have the download arrow again. All this does is downloads it into the app on that device and takes the internet out of the equation. So I'm going to download that again, and you can see how quickly these download. If I can figure out how to hit this that way, we'll just go ahead and do it by looking at it, which is good. Get that down arrow again in the garbage can, then hit play. And for the longest time, the suggestion was once you hit play, to take the volume on the side of your device and take it up to 100%. You see how mine was just set at 50%. The reason we were doing that is because 100% was just an easy mark that we could give to everybody. And frankly, these devices weren't sending a strong enough signal for static, distortion, or any other type of complication. Newer devices, I use the iPad Mini 6. I use the iPad Pro. I use the iPhone 16 Pro. I also have various Android devices, right? We're constantly testing the app and making sure that it's going to work on various tablets. What I'm noticing, and this just came up a week ago, what I'm noticing is that newer devices are actually sending more amplification. It's not the exact technical term, but in layman's terms, they're sending too much signal to our amp, and therefore we're getting more static and more distortion. So the suggestion now is to go up to 100% and then come down 2 clicks, 80 to 85% volume on the device, and then increasing the knobs on your amplifier, because obviously you're sending less signal to the amplifier at this point. So best practice, 80 to 85%. Now, it's not going to be exactly for every unit, and it's not going to be the same for every tablet. So there's a little bit of nuance here in finding that sweet spot. If the volume is too low, if the volume is too low on the playback device, unfortunately, you're not going to get a full rich sound. You're not going to get full vibration. The symptom is that you have to turn the vibration knob all the way up to get a decent signal. Start the knob at 50%. Start the volume at 80%, meaning you're going up to 100%, and then coming down, uh, those 2 clicks. And that should put you at the sweet spot for output volume on your device. And again, this works across the board. And then increase the volume knob to a good vibration, nothing overly stimulating. And obviously the audio for the speakers or headphones, increase the volume to a comfortable level there as well. So this is really important. Find that unity level. And we're going to be talking about this. We're also going to be having videos, not just out on our Get Started pages, but also in depth through inHarmony University, where we're actually going to be digging into the science of the audio signal. And we've got some great guests that are going to be contributing content there as well. Really excited about this new platform. So inHarmony Media, know about unity level. Make sure you're trying forgiveness. It is amazing. Let's jump to Digital Craig and inHarmony AI. Version 4 of our conversational AI is going to be rolling out. Many of you have been having questions answered in our Instagram chat. If you're leaving a comment, we're now sending you a DM. So there's some cool stuff happening. Digital Craig is introducing himself very specifically. It's been historically me in the DMs and the comments, and we now have Digital Craig helping with some of that load by answering questions and providing resources in Instagram and Facebook direct messages, which is awesome. I monitor those conversations. Sometimes it goes a little off the rails. We've been pulling them back, and that's why we're rolling out another version. So keep an eye out for that. And of course, Digital Craig is also on our website. So many of you having conversations with him on our website as well. There was a glitch on our website. It wasn't working properly. We just noticed that. So we're getting that fixed. And very excited about what Digital Craig has been able to do to help you get answers. That's ultimately his role. He is trained and educated on all things inHarmony, and his role that we have set for him is to be a resource, to help answer questions, and to help be there for you. Now, we got a lot coming down the pike as to what his capabilities are, connecting him to Shopify, getting customer data. It's very complex, and we are one of the few companies that is doing this and really pushing the envelope. There's a lot of nuance that goes into Digital Craig, his capabilities, what he says, what he doesn't say, what he knows, what he doesn't know, and keeping him up to date on these latest lives by getting transcripts printed and uploaded into his knowledge base. So there's quite a bit happening on that front, which I'm super, super excited about. inHarmony Science and Research. Are you participating in our science and research? I know you are, because more and more and more of you are contributing by these QR codes. I showed you last week. I'm not going to go through it again, but click on the link in the caption to go to our science and research page. We've updated it again. We have a ton of content that's going to be coming out over the next 60 days, talking about our science and research, the results, case studies. And if you haven't been to our science and research page, take a look, because we have reorganized it. And I really like the way it looks and flows. Use that as a resource. If you're an affiliate, use that as a resource for your clients. And make sure, if you are a user and you own our technology, that you're familiar with the science and the research, what's happening, not just with inHarmony, but also what's happening in the industry. We just submitted our second literary review. It's getting published in a medical journal. That is in the process, and that is happening. So again, a lot happening on the science and research side that I'm pretty stoked on. So make sure you're taking a look at that. inHarmony University. The platform is live. It's not live to the public yet. We are still designing, uploading, organizing. It's a much bigger. It's just this task just continues getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It will be live on our website, available for subscription. It will be available for you to peruse and look through. I'm shooting for October 30th. So know that this is a big part of my day-to-day. When I'm not answering the phone, when I'm not answering emails, when I'm not on internal meetings, I am heavily focused on creating content, organizing that content, and getting it up. We're going to have a lot of guest speakers. Dr. Francisco Sidral. We're going to have affiliates that are going to be talking and teaching. The ecosystem continues to grow, and I'm very excited about the way that we're going to do it. It's going to be a one-time lifetime cost. So once you pay that one-time fee, you are going to be in it for life. You're going to see the new courses as they come online. You're going to see the new videos as they come online. We have the ability in our platform to do webinars there as well. There is going to be a lot that is going to be happening through this platform. And frankly, it just keeps growing and growing as far as its capabilities, which is what's taking so long. It is worth the wait. It is coming, and I am excited. I know many of you are as well. So that will be launched in the next couple of weeks. Shifting to events, next week, I am in Phoenix with Dominic, my business partner. I love dropping in with him, and we are excited. We have a few of our clients and affiliates that we're going to be seeing while we're there. And then we're going to the Inc. 5000 Gala, and we're going to an AI Surfer event as well. That's going to be happening with Vision Espresso, a powerful partner of ours. And that's going to be launching our first sip in our app. You already know what we do with Sound Self and Brain Tap, and we have these incredible partnerships. And I got one more that we should be launching here in the next 2 weeks as well, which I'm not going to talk about, but it's another powerful partnership that I'm super excited about that we've been working on for a long time. So much to share and so much to say. After I get back from Phoenix towards the end of the month, I am here October 29th and 30th. We're back in the studio with David Meltzer, marketing team coming out, behind the scenes videos. Who knows who we're going to be with, who we're going to put on the Sound Lounge, and what that experience is going to look like. We never know until we get there. We have another couple dates in December on the 9th and the 10th. That's Office Hour Season 9. And then we've got CES coming up at the beginning of January. And already events are shaping up for next year. I am trying to do as little as possible between now and the end of the year so that I can focus my attention on obviously what's happening during holiday, be a resource for you, answering questions, being here to answer the phone. And then, of course, inHarmony University is my big focus. So a lot of big things happening right now. And I'm super excited to have your attention. I'm super excited for you being here. Thank you. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful and spectacular day.